And the Lakers going through their pregame routines. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on Shane Battier.
Ron, if you want to get better defensively, watch this guy play basketball because it's like a textbook. He's always in the right position. He anticipates things so well, and he's as good at taking charges as just about anybody in the league.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
Lakers are enjoying this break from the road. Guys, coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for them tonight.
Boy, Kevin, this portion of the schedule has really given this team some major headwinds. I mean, the level of competition they're facing, the quality of those teams, that's like 200 miles an hour headwind that you're dealing with, and that's hard to get out of.
Yeah, it's taking a toll on them. You can see it. I mean, I'm sure they can't wait for the schedule to soften up a little bit and give them a break because this has just been too much for them to handle.
Now here's LeBron, Wade outside, 6 to shoot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim. But still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
And that one misses. And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and is always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite, and he gets free throws.
He gets to the line, you're right. That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, one of the things about the Heat since the Big Three has come together is that they've been able to find the right kinds of veteran players to step in and fill specific roles for this team as they've won a couple of championships now.
Here's Meeks. From the arc. Bosh grabs the miss. And it's easy to have players want to join the Heat when they're competing for an NBA title every season. But, Steve, even then, they find the ones that most fit their offensive and defensive philosophy, and that's when they're going to come up big for them.
Yeah, for sure. This team has done such a good job putting together this roster around LeBron and Wade. You think about Birdman in the playoffs last year, you know, Battier coming in here as a stretch 4. They've just found the right players and the right mix, and that's one of the big reasons why this team is back-to-back NBA champs. And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
He's picked up a couple of quick fouls here. I think he's pressing. He's got to settle down a bit.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Chris Bosh. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Gasol, a screen on Chalmers. Marshall passes to Meeks. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. 4 seconds. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Indiana.
You know, that was one of the worst efforts you'll see from them, guys. Even though they were playing against a better team, it shouldn't have been that bad.
And, Steve, even against a mediocre team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But you play that way against a good team, and you'll really get blasted.
James drops in the layup for 2.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Marshall dishes to Gasol. Passes to Keller. Young outside. Feeds to Marshall. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist from Marshall. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open? How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
And Marshall kicks to Young. Tries from 16. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's LeBron. Rejected by Young. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
6 to shoot. And the Lakers get it back. Anderson with the block. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
In a moment here now to check out the numbers for Kendall Marshall. He's averaging 10 points per game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. They've been able to count on him to run the show offensively, which he's done with his sensational passing.
Yeah, he's been setting them up with a lot of easy baskets, room service dimes. We call them, one great look after another coming off of his passes.
Now here's Gasol. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. They shoot again, and again it's the Lakers. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Anderson. That ties it up. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And Marshall kicks to Young. Again, Los Angeles.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Wade left side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Blake Griffin, that's all we have for you here in the studio until the Sprint halftime report. Till then, back to Kevin Harlan and the gang.
Thanks, Damon, for the update.
Boy, things are really starting to heat up around the league right now. We've seen a few good rivalries pop up in the early part of the season, and now the games start to carry a little more weight. This is really a fun time of year.
And the Lakers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals. And that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Now, here is Battier after the miss from Young. There's the triple, and it's good.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark, one of the marquee franchises certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Now, here's Marshall, defended by Chalmers. And here's Young from the arc, and he gets it to go. Young's got 8 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Now, here's Chalmers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And again, Miami with the triple.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
You're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
James, the pass to Wade. Back to LeBron. Battier dishes to Bosch. Shot left block. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Well, looking back at that last game between these two teams, they lost the game. I thought the difference was they were badly out-rebounded inside, and it's so tough to win a game when you can't secure that ball.
Now James after the missed three from Young. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Heat with some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Battier. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. LeBron outside. Inside to Bosch. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And Clark, talking about rebounding, I'm sure that this team has been reminded of that by the coaching staff.
Without question, and you can't be surprised to see them really crash the boards in this one. They needed to get some second chance points, and their defense needed to limit the offensive rebounds at the other end. Definitely that was a focus for them, controlling and handling both backboards.
He misses the free throw.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
The Heat making a switch here. Oden's checked in. And he's good on the second. And for Bosch, playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls. And, you know, the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller. And Bosch can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
The drive by Allen. The kick out to Bosch. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Hill. Pass to Harris. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Lakers in 5th.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, the thing is that they haven't gotten it done at the line here early in the ball game.
And as you were saying, Clark, free throws have been a problem.
Yeah, and it's continued to contribute to the deficit they're in, Kevin. I mean, they're doing a good job of drawing fouls, but that's only half of the equation. You've got to get to the line and then knock the free throws down.
Gotta hit them. Here's Marshall after the made shot from Cole. And Marshall kicks to Harris. He feeds it to Hill. Clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. From deep, Johnson. That's good. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure. Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. Second in field goal percentage, 12th in assist, and as far as team scoring goes, they've struggled a bit. Top 20 in the league. There's room to get better there.
Now let's talk about the shooting for a second, Clark, because you look at that number, that's impressive. And that's a direct result of having a game plan every night, being well coached, disciplined, and really working hard and being unselfish in order to get good shots.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not the area on the court where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, but you can't just rely on that when things aren't going your way.
LeBron's checked in for Chris Bosh. Here's Cole. Right now averaging 7 points a game, and they're able to recover. LeBron's shot is good.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 5 now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
That's good.
Off to a really solid start. He's knocked down 4 of his first 5 shots.
Now, here's Marshall. D right on him. Harris against Allen. Makes it off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
LeBron outside. 1 second left. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hand. You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
On the court for Miami here in the second. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Chris Anderson out there with Shane Battier, and it's Chalmers in at the guard position. Here's Wade. That's blocked by Meeks. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A chance here to check out some stats on Pau Gasol. Outstanding year for him. He's putting up 17 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, when everything comes together for him, this is what he's capable of. Unfortunately, it doesn't come together as often as we'd like.
Yeah, but when it does, it's really something to see, Steve. He's playing like one of the best players in the league at the moment.
And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And Steve, you have to think that at least one or two of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Meeks passes to Marshall. Inside to Gasol. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 34-point game against Oklahoma City.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Marshall with it, defended by Chalmers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kicks to Young. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist total. And they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
And the Heat call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. That's good. Chalmers has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Now, here's Marshall. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana. Battier with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Ejected by Young. Young off a pick from Kelly. Right wing. Lots of room. And another basket for the Lakers.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
You know, it seems to me Nick Young is a perfect guy to have coming off the bench because he's a volume shooter and scorer who can get hot in a hurry. But I think his best role is to play him kind of in a Jamal Crawford type role.
Now here's Wade. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
He was a factor defensively as well. He blocked 2 shots. I thought he changed several other.
And that one's good by Bosh.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Now, here's Marshall, defended by Chalmers. Meeks dishes to Young. Clock at 6. And there's another one for the Lakers. Going back to Nick Young, Clark, mostly a scorer.
He sure is, Kevin, an athletic 6'7" wing. I don't think there's any reason he can't be a plus rebounder and defender, but it's clear that his focus primarily has been on the offensive end.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Wade. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded closely. He kicks to Meeks. Young outside. The pass to Gasol. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Allen's checked in for Miami. And here is Los Angeles now. Gasol. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You know, you don't expect a team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game. But if they can hover around that mark, well, they'll run away with this one.
Here's Marshall after the made shot from Chalmers. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. LeBron James third.
What a performance offensively it's been of late for him. He's really clicking right now.
Here's Wade, averaging 18 points a game. Bosch sets the pick for Wade. And the dunk by James.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Here's Marshall following the basket by LeBron James. And Marshall kicks to Meeks. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Marshall, defended by Chalmers, and that one's good. 11 points here for Kendall Marshall.
And the buckets always coming in bunches for him, and right now, they are really rolling.
The drive by Wade. Fades and shoots, and it's Miami with another.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Now, here's Marshall. 11 points in the game. Meeks passes to Gasol. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Charity stripe shot, and again it's the Lakers. The Heat trail by 8. James in the post. He's guarded by Hill. Wade, right side. Here's Bosch, and it's rejected. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Bosch has got 5.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And now a chance to look at Chris Bosch here. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. 13th in field goal percentage. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
You know, talking again about his field goal percentage, Steve, I mean, that's really been a strong suit for him, an area of strength in his game. And he's basically been efficiently and reliably scoring.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Bosch. Beasley comes in for James. And Cole subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Johnson dishes to Sacre. 6 to shoot. Harris up top. Wade is covering. Shot's good. Harris has got 5.
Boy, and their offense scorching now. Red hot. They've really turned it on.
I don't think they can play any better, guys. I mean, they are just making it look easy out there.
Here's Wade. It's hauled in by Harris.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
And the basket by Hill.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Allen. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
One of the great shooters in the history of the game. I mean, Ray Allen is just amazing with that deep range, incredible accuracy, and he can also put the ball on the deck a little bit once or twice, pull up jump shots, get to the foul line. Allen's just one of the most consistent scorers we've had in the game for a long time.
And he's rehearsed that motion for so long. It's automatic. I mean, it's something he can do in his sleep. He doesn't even think about the situation or the defender. He eyes his target and lets it fly.
Marshall gets a screen from Hill. Marshall can't hit. The Heat trail by 8. Wade kicks to Cole. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of the game, and that one's good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Now here's Marshall, guarded by Cole. Here's Johnson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Miami's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them.
You know, the hope was that a change of scenery and a chance to run up and down the wings would be just what was needed to get Wesley Johnson going in the NBA, but it just didn't happen for him last season.
Here's Marshall after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Kicks it out to Johnson. it to Sacre. Stolen by Wade. It's Allen on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Beasley for three. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And for Wes Johnson, the 4th overall pick back in 2010 out of Syracuse, he just hasn't been able, Steve, to break through.
Yeah, you wonder why, because he's got great size and athleticism, beautiful shooting stroke, and yet the shooting numbers just aren't there. So I thought he would be better coming into this league, but we'll see if he's able to develop and find a niche somewhere.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Beasley. Here's Marshall. He's got 11. Hill sets the screen for Marshall. Hill passes to Marshall. With 1 on the clock, that misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half ends in a close one. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what do you think the team needs to do differently on the defensive end in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity, and we just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, stay right where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter. Welcome back to Los Angeles in a bird's eye view from above the Staples Center. What a game we're seeing from Young.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing them.
Lakers leading by 4. Kendall Marshall out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Young. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Kelly in at power forward. That's the Laker 5.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Miami's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Wade gets a screen from Bosch. Wade drives in. There's the dish to Battier. Trying his luck deep. Rebounded by Kelly. The Lakers shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded by Battier. Marshall dishes to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kelly. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Wade kicks to LeBron. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Meeks. 5 points in the game. Marshall passes to Kelly. Battier with the steal. Wade dishes to Battier. The rebound by Young. Lakers leading by 8. Passes it to Kelly. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Young outside. And the rejection by James. And they get it back.
For us now, let's get you back out to the second half of action. Kevin?
And thank you, Damon, as always.
It's interesting, you know, guys, the games take on a little bit of a different feel when we reach this time of the year. And not that the early season games don't mean anything, but now teams really know who they are and where they need to be by season's end.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, even though he's getting up there in years, guys, Pau's effectiveness shouldn't really drop off much. He's a long, skilled player who doesn't play off the ground very much, and his versatility should help his longevity.
Now here's Wade. 7 points in the game. And the dunk by LeBron.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Young inside. James covering. Gasol passes to Kelly. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 9. Clark, you mentioned the versatility of Pau Gasol. Steve, it's really the defining quality of his game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the ability to do so many things offensively as a big guy just really completes a team. Now you can run any kind of offense you want. And Pau, as a passer, as a scorer, as a shooter, has been one of the best in the game for the last decade.
Here's Marshall after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Wade left side. He dishes it to LeBron. Back to Wade. Feeds it to LeBron. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And we'll get a look now at some of the stats, some of the numbers for Jody Meeks. The past few weeks, he's been a major contributor. You can see where he ranks. He's putting up 18 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Now, here is Young. He's got 15. Really left alone that time. Young's got 17. Here's LeBron. Wade, right side. Fade away. And another basket for Miami. And the Lakers call time here. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Anderson, he's checked in for Miami. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. He added one more thing as well, which was that he wants them driving the lane and taking the ball strong to the hoop at every opportunity. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Marshall after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. And Marshall kicks to Young. Lets it go. And the shot falls short this time. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wade. He's got 13. Dishes to LeBron. They get it back. Here's Bosch. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. They get Pau Gasol.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've been knocking down the mid-range jumper as well.
That one misses for Bosch. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Meeks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Meeks got 7 points in the game. Young against LeBron. Chalmers dishes to James. James left side. From about 16, can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Some really good games going on today. That Charlotte one especially.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. The Heat making a switch here. Here's Young, rejected by Chalmers.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Harris against Chalmers. Harris passes to Young. Young, right side. And he gets it to go. Young's got 6 points in the quarter. The Heat trail by 7. And Chalmers kicks to Allen. Pass to Beasley. Shoots. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Meeks, defended by Allen. Hill. Another shot. Beasley with the rebound. Heat have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And Chalmers kicks to Beasley. He feeds it to Anderson. There's the pass to James. And it's blocked by Sacre. And here's Young. 21 points in the game. The shot by Hill. Again missing Hill.
Talking about Chris Anderson, guys, the Birdman. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to fly last season, but he did latch on with a very good Miami Heat team who was in need of some help rebounding, which is his strength. He still can do that and block shots as well.
And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Anderson's got his third basket of the night right there. Chalmers against Harris. Kicks it to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Harris, and Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Birdman, a fan favorite from his days in Denver. The tattoos, his kinetic style of play, certainly drawing attention.
Well, he's an athletic presence inside at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he can slide his feet and block shots. And offensively, he's a guy who kind of hangs out on the weak side and finishes plays by catching and dunking. And again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Los Angeles has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Meeks dishes to Harris. In low to Hill. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Hill's got 6.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
Beasley outside. Drops it in from 14 feet away. He has 5.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Lakers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Meeks. Cole with the rebound.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
The drive by James. He kicks it to Cole for the lead. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug of war, back and forth affair. But if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
Cole off the pick from James. Cole the pass to James. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Here's Meeks. He's got 9. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's a 3-point Laker lead. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. The drive by James. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, he had a lot of success at the free throw line in their last game.
He really did. He didn't waste any of those chances when he got them.
The first free throw is good, and Miami making a change here. And James drills them both. Now Marshall. 4 seconds left. Johnson from outside. No luck. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Lakers lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from James.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
Miami's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Norris Cole and Dwayne Wade combine at guard. Allen is out there with Shane Battier, and it's Bosch in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
First one falls for him. That one is no good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Now, here's Marshall. Wade is covering. Stolen by Bosch. Wade outside. Allen with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Cole. The feed to Bosch. From down in the low post, it goes. Bosch has got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Miami?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots.
Now here's Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Marshall. Some solid defense from Bosch.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Cole, and he gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Miami lead.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Marshall with it, now guarded by Cole, and Marshall kicks to Johnson. Pass to Kelly. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Should be a good one for the Timberwolves today. I'm anxious to see what ends up happening there.
The Heat leading by 4. Wade with it. There's the dish to Cole. Passes it to Bosch. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Off target with the open look. Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Cole dishes to Battier. Feeds it to Wade. Wade, right side. Bullseye.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
And Miami making a change here. Chalmers has checked in. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And thank you for that, Doris. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Young. Young's got 23. Now, here's Chalmers. Guarded closely. Wade outside. Right through the D for the layup. Wade's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Heat.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
No one near him. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 6 rebounds in the game. Chalmers against Gasol. Bosh a screen on Johnson. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And the Heat making a change here. James is checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Chris Bosh. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in L.A. really hoping for a win in that one.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Gasol. The Heat leading by 4. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Wade passes to James. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Now, here's Marshall. He dishes it to Gasol. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosh has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Now, here's Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. James has a two-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Now, here's Marshall. Dishes it to Young. Pulls up on the wing. And the shot is long.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And here is Chalmers. Here's James. Blocked. Out to Wade. Second chance shot. But they get it back. Pass to James. Bosch dishes to Battier. It's LeBron with the drive. Bosch kicks to James. He feeds it to Wade. Good ball movement here by Miami. And he gets it to go.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
James against Young. Now, here's Marshall. He's tightly guarded. In transition, here comes Miami. LeBron leading the charge.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Here's Marshall. Following the basket by LeBron James. Marshall passes to Kelly. Meeks dishes to Marshall. And here's Young from the arc. And he gets the bucket. Young's got 26.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's 19 points for Wade. Lakers trail by 10. Marshall passes to Young. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Another long-range bomb for him. I'll tell you what, that three-point shot has been the key here, getting that lead down.
I agree with you. With so many of his points coming that way, no reason not to keep going to it.
And the Heat call time here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Los Angeles on D. Bosch sets the pick for James. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Wade with the jam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Heat leading by 7. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
LA has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now Marshall. Now the pass to Gasol. Stolen by Bosch. Chalmers with it. Guarded now by Marshall. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Los Angeles on D. They trail by 7. LeBron dishes to Wade. Clock at 6. Inside to Bosch. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 9. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. Too many of their shots have been low percentage, he told them. He wants better ball movement on the perimeter to get the shooters better looks. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
And thank you, Doris. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. And the layup is good. Wade's got 16 here in the second half.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
Marshall passes to Kelly. Lets it fly. Again, Los Angeles. .130 left in the fourth quarter. LeBron kicks to Chalmers. LeBron dishes to Battier. The feed now to Bosch. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Now, here's Marshall, defended by Chalmers. Young outside, the 17-footer. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. James, the pass to Chalmers. Wade outside. Out to Battier. Pass to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And James throws it down.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 9. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Nash outside. Kicks it to Sacre. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Allen with it. Passes it to Cole. And so it's Miami winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, you know, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.